Hello student, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will discuss about the remain part of galvanometer. That means we will convert galvanometer into ammeter and galvanometer into voltmeter. So make sure you have watched the first video of galvanometer in which I had discussed the introduction of galvanometer, the principle of galvanometer and galvanometer, working of galvanometer. And I have also discussed about sensitivity of galvanometer. Okay, so that you can understand this topic easily. So let's start with how to convert galvanometer into voltmeter and ammeter. So we know that galvanometer is a very sensitive device. It is used to detect current in the circuit. It shows full scale deflection for a current of the order of microampere. So as it cannot be used to measure current or voltage in a circuit, right? Secondly, it has a high resistance, so this will reduce the current in the circuit before it measured. Okay, so now convert the galvanometer into ammeter. So galvanometer can be converted into ammeter by shunting it with a very small resistance. Okay, so student, what is ammeter? We know that ammeter is a device which is used to find the electric current in an electrical circuit. Okay, we always connect the ammeter in series combination with the circuit. Okay, so it is a galvanometer with a low resistance that is called shunt, connected in parallel with it. The value of the shunt depends upon the maximum value of the current to be measured with galvanometer. Okay, so now suppose galvanometer of resistance G is connected in ammeter. So this galvanometer of resistance G shows full scale deflection for a current I pass through it. So let I be the current as shown in this figure. I be the current. It is very large compared to IG. Galvanometer. Clear? So I be the current to be measured with the help of galvanometer. So we therefore connect the resistance S, which is called shunt, parallel with this galvanometer so that the excess current pass through this shunt. Suppose I is the current in this circuit and shunt S is connected to galvanometer, right? So this I is going in two ways. One way it goes from galvanometer, which is called IG current, and it remaining current goes from shunt through the shunt. So it is IS equal to I minus IG. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so we know that potential difference across the galvanometer and shunt are equal because shunt and galvanometer are connected in parallel. So in parallel combination, we know that potential remain same. Okay, so potential is V into IR. We know that V equal to I into R. So from this, I minus IG into S equal to I into G. From this equation, value of shunt is S equal to IG into G upon I minus IG. So I hope this is clear to you. Shunt is IG into G upon I minus IG. Now what is the net resistance of the shunted galvanometer? That is, we can say ammeter, it is given by, we can write 1 upon RA, suppose it is denoted by RA. So we can write 1 upon RA equal to 1 upon G plus 1 upon S. From this we will get RA equal to GS upon G plus S. Okay. So value of RA is GS upon G plus S. RA equal to GS upon G plus S. I hope this is clear to you. So the resistance of ammeter is very small. It always connected in series to measure the current. Okay. So actually galvanometer can measure current of the order of few microamperes. It is therefore suitably shunted to measure large current. An ideal ammeter should have no or zero resistance. I hope this is clear to how we converted galvanometer into ammeter. To convert a galvanometer into ammeter, we have to add shunt with the galvanometer so that Ig current flows through the galvanometer and excess current I minus Ig flows through the shunt. Clear? So from this equation, we find the value of galvanometer, which is as equal to Ig into G upon I minus Is. And total resistance is given by resistance Ra equal to Ra equal to Gs upon G plus S. So that's how we have converted into galvanometer into ammeter. Now convert the galvanometer into voltmeter. So galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter by connecting it with a very high resistance. We know that voltmeter is a device which is used to find the potential difference between 2 points. Okay, so voltmeter is essentially a galvanometer with a high resistance connected in series with it. Okay, so value of high resistance connected depend upon the maximum voltage to be measured with the help of voltmeter. So for converting the galvanometer into voltmeter, let us consider a galvanometer G to be converted into voltmeter to measure a voltage up to V volt. That means we have to convert galvanometer into voltmeter of range 0 to V volt. 0 to V volt. We can write this. So high resistance, for this high resistance R is connected in series with this galvanometer so that it shows full scale deflection. That is corresponding to current. It is called the maximum galvanometer current and is denoted by Ig. When maximum voltage V is applied across it, from Ohm's law we know that Ohm's law equal to V into IR. So we know that from Ohm's law V equal to Ig and resistance is G plus R. G and R connected in series. So Ig current flows through this circuit, Ig into G plus R. V equal to Ig into G plus R, or find the value of R equal to V upon Ig minus capital G. The resistance of voltmeter is given by G plus R. This is given by G plus R. Clear? This is given by G plus R. So voltmeter is always connected in parallel across the 2 points between which the potential difference is to be measured. We have know that already. Voltmeter is always connected in parallel to the circuit. Okay, so it must be therefore be of high resistance so that it draws a negligible current from a main circuit. The potential difference between 2 points remain unaffected after the voltmeter has been connected. An ideal voltmeter should therefore have a infinite resistance. So I hope these points is clear. These points are clear to you. How we converted galvanometer into voltmeter and how we converted galvanometer into ammeter. Okay. Now, what is the difference between voltmeter and ammeter? Let's define the voltmeter and ammeter. So for ammeter and voltmeter, first point is ammeter has a low resist. It is a low resistance instrument, as I told you, while voltmeter is a high resistance instrument. Resistance is Gs upon G plus S, as we have discussed in previous slide. Resistance in voltmeter is G plus R. We have already discussed it previous slide. Shunt resistance is now G upon I minus Ig. This is the shunt resistance in ammeter and is very small. And series resistance is B upon Ig minus G and it is very high in voltmeter. Ammeter is always connected in series while voltmeter is always connected in parallel. Resistance of an ideal ammeter is 0 while resistance of an ideal voltmeter is infinity. We already know that about the resistance is less than that of galvanometer in ammeter, and in voltmeter resistance is greater than that of voltmeter, and in ammeter it is not possible to decrease the range of the given ammeter, while in voltmeter it is possible to decrease the range of given voltmeter. So I hope this is clear to you. Difference between voltmeter and ammeter and how we converted galvanometer into ammeter and converted galvanometer into voltmeter. Okay. So now let's solve some problem related to this topic. First problem is a galvanometer having 20 division in its scale and a resistance of 50 ohm when joined in series to a 1.5 volt cell through a resistance of 100 ohm gives a full scale deflection. Find the figure of merit of the galvanometer. So what is figure of merit, student? Figure of merit is deflection. Figure of merit is given by, it is, figure of merit is inverse of current sensitivity. Okay, so figure of merit is the inverse of current sensitivity. Okay, current per unit deflection. We know that current sensitivity is deflection per unit current, and figure of merit is current per unit deflection. So in this question, we have to find the deflection per unit current. Sorry, current per unit deflection. That is figure of merit. So here you are given galvanometer having 20 divisions on its scale and resistance of 50 ohm. When it is joined in series to a 1.5 volt cell through the resistance of 100 ohm, it gives a full scale deflection. Okay. So current is given by, we know that formula, I equal to E upon R plus R, R plus R. So E is given here, I equal to E is 1.5 volt, 1.5, and R is 50 ohm plus 100 ohm. So it is 150. On solving this, we will get the value of current. So figure of merit is given by I upon phi. For figure of merit, I upon phi is value of current, and phi is given here 20 divisions. Okay. Now next question is, the galvanometer has a deflection of 5 divisions per milliammeter current. Galvanometer has a deflection of 5 divisions per milliammeter current. The resistance of galvanometer is 40 ohm. If shunt of 2 ohm is connected to the galvanometer and there are 50 divisions on the scale of the galvanometer, then what is the maximum current can this galvanometer measure? So for this, find the current required to give a full scale deflection. Here full scale deflection is 50 ohm. You are given current in 5 divisions per milliammeter. So for full scale deflection, you will get the current is 50 division upon 5 division per milliammeter. Okay, so this will be 10 milliampere. Now you have to find the maximum current. So this is the current in galvanometer. Now you have given resistance of galvanometer 40 ohm. If a shunt of 2 ohm is connected to the galvanometer and they are 50 division on the scale of the galvanometer. Suppose on connecting a shunt of 2 ohm in parallel to the galvanometer coil of resistance 40 ohm, the maximum current will be I. So of this, a part Ig should go in coil of galvanometer and rest is from shunt, as we have discussed in conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. Since G is resistance of galvanometer and S is the resistance of shunt. So from the equation of conversion of galvanometer into ammeter, you have Ig into G equal to I minus Ig into S. From this, you will get the value of I, right? Next question is, a moving coil galvanometer of resistance 25 ohm gives full scale deflection when 10 milliampere current is passed through it. Giving necessary calculations, explain with the diagram how this galvanometer may be converted into a voltmeter of range 20 ohm. So for the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, you have to connect resistance R in series with the galvanometer and find the value of Ig in galvanometer. Okay, now find the value of R. R is the series resistance which is connected in galvanometer, as we have done in conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. So you will get the answer. Next question is, a galvanometer having 30 divisions has a current sensitivity 20 microampere per divisions. It has a resistance of 25 ohm. Now, how will you convert it into an ammeter measuring up to 1 ampere? How will you convert this ammeter into a voltmeter reading up to 1 volt? Clear? So for this, the current for full scale deflection in galvanometer is given by 20 microampere per division into 30 divisions. For full scale deflection, Ig equal to, we will get Ig equal to 20 microampere per division. For 30 division, it will be multiplied by 30. So it comes out 6 into 10 raised to power minus 4 ampere. Clear? Now, as be the shunt required to convert galvanometer into ammeter of range I equal to 1 ampere. You have given this range I equal to 1 ampere. So for this S equal to, we know the value of shunt as we have done in conversion of galvanometer into ammeter, S equal to Ig upon I minus Ig into G. So find the value of shunt. Let RA be the resistance of ammeter so obtained. Then RA, which is given by GS upon G plus H. We have done it in conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. Find the value of resistance RA, which is the ammeter resistance. The RA, the current giving full scale deflection Ig equal to 1 ampere is given. So now let R be the resistance to be connected in series with this ammeter RA in order to convert it into voltmeter. For conversion of voltmeter, we have to connect the resistance series with the galvanometer. Clear? So R be the resistance to be connected in series with this galvanometer of range 1 ampere in order to convert it into voltmeter. So in conversion of voltmeter, resistance is given by R equal to, we know the value of R equal to V upon Ig minus capital G. So on putting the value V, Ig and G, you will get the answer. Okay. Now next question is, the scale of galvanometer is divided into 150 equal divisions. The galvanometer has a current sensitivity of 10 division per milliampere and a voltage sensitivity of 2 division per milliammeter. Okay, millivolts. How the galvanometer be designed to read 6 ampere per division or 1 volt per divisions. So for this, find the value of current in galvanometer Ig. Then voltage producing a full scale diffraction which is given by Vg. Now resistance of the galvanometer is given by G equal to Vg upon Ig. Clear? Now for first part, galvanometer is designed to read 6 ampere per division. So it will be I equal to 6 ampere per division multiplied by 150 divisions. And for the required value of shunt, you will get answer S equal to Ig upon I minus Ig into G. Up to the values, find the answer. And for the requirement of the voltage range, volt equal to 1 volt per divisions. For 150 divisions, find the voltmeter range. And find the value of resistance R, which is connected in series with the voltmeter, as we have done in conversion of voltmeter into galvanometer. And last question is, voltmeter reads 5 volt at full scale deflection and is graded according to its resistance per volt at full scale deflection at 5000 ohm per volt. So how will you convert it into voltmeter that reads 20 volt at full scale deflection? So solve this question by yourself, as we have done in previous questions. Thank you, and keep watching and keep learning.